Barthel directed that one back towards Johnson. Johnson, that through pass attempt is turned away Conti. It works all the way back on the other end of the field with Harai, as this is now Erdman to send it back towards Glutting. Glutting way forward off her line. Will send that one back into the other end of the field. And this is Leonard to get on the other side of it. Now gives it down to McCullough. McCullough, just north of 18 extended, will now send it out far side. Bazorek, it's turned away Williams. Bazorek tried to win it back, was not able to. Williams working on the other end, now gives it off to Wimes, who had to slow up a little bit, stutter step to get back possession of that one. And now it's taken away by Johnson, and there's grabbing between those two. And it will be a stoppage of play, and that's going to be a red card. Who is it on? I think it's on number 4, Sage Wimes. So serious foul play right there. She is dismissed.
I'm a little confused by that.
She kicked her on the ground. I think that's what the official...
Was that? Okay, I didn't see that part. I thought that he was calling that just for...
So there was the shoving back and forth between those two. She goes to the ground, and then she kicked her on the other side of that. So
I guess he thought that one play was egregious enough for a red card. Personally, I think you give that a yellow card there, but the referee decides otherwise, and he has the final say in that. So it'll be Aurora who will be down to just 10 players, and this is exactly what you're looking for from the Dutch Lions.
Partner, I'm going to join you on that one. I did not think that was a red card, and I'm going to say Brittany Vogler is also very lucky that she did not get booked on a yellow card there, because I've seen stuff like that go yellow both end. So very, very interesting.
I mean, it wasn't like he deliberated on the call either. He sat there, they went down, and he was immediately reaching for his pocket to pull out the red card. I'll say it again. I don't think that was that obvious of a red card. I mean, you saw it yesterday 2 days ago with the men's side of the Chicago City Dutch Lions. They had 2 players go off for red cards, but I don't know. This is, if you're the head coaches of Chicago City, the Dutch Lions, you got to tell them to start pushing now. I mean, you got an extra player. That's as simple as that. You got an extra player, there's going to be someone open. They can't guard everybody.
Again, won't stew on this too long. You can talk about the merits of whether or not it should have been a red card, but it was that retaliation there that went for serious foul play is what that's called in the rule book. So Minnesota Aurora will play with 10 players for the rest of this one.
You had the slide pulled up for a clear chance on goal for a red card. I don't think you had the slide there for an egregious play pulled up quite yet, partner. So you kind of foreshadowed at a red card coming in this game. Definitely not the way you thought it was going to happen, though.
Well, this is near side now with Harari as she carries this one forward through Van Rokel. And as that's given out to the far side now, it's with Zabilic. As that's directed towards Tavana in the center. Tavana will cut back with it. Now give it back out to Zabilic far side. Zabilic cuts it back again. While we have a moment, the one thing I will say, how quickly that red came out, I wonder what that will set for the remainder 20 minutes, what precedent that may set. That rhetorical question will be answered as we go through the rest of this one. That's set back for Conti. Conti now to Laurie.
I definitely think that precedent plays into advantage of the Dutch Lions. They've played a much more passive role in this game, really sitting back. I mean, you look at it right now, there's now 2 players beyond the halfway line, now none. So they like to play back, like to sit back a little bit. So I think that precedent will benefit them a little bit more.
And a pitched shot that was put towards frame by Harari as she was going to the ground, and the momentum carrying her to the ground cost her the opportunity to get a decent shot on frame, and Glutting will say thank you very much and roll that one away. This is now with Lori near side, and she will center it off towards Conti. And now that is with number 13, Hayes. Now switched off to Bjorkman Tracy. As Bjorkman Tracy carries this one. Tried to lose Erdman there. Wasn't able to get past her. Erdman now on the other side of this, carrying this one forward. That's sent towards Lori. Lori will take it back. Conti, and they will have a reset. Does Minnesota.
She thought McCullough, she as in Erdman thought McCullough was up closer towards that halfway line. Instead, she was helping her out on defense a little bit more. So unfortunate play there, as McCullough has been playing a little bit more forward in this game than we saw Rivera.
So Bazorek is pushed off the ball by Williams. No whistle there. Williams continued to let it go, and this is now out far side. It will be a Dutch Lions throw-in and a substitute to come in for Minnesota. We'll get the number for you on that one in just a moment. Also, who is coming out.
Most likely there will be a more defensive switch. I would have to imagine with the substitute or with the red card coming just a few minutes earlier.
So it will be number 20, Catherine Rapp, to come in for the captain Zabilic. So Catherine Rapp is in. Number 21, Zabilic, is out.
Yeah, so the second of the three Rapp triplets, that is, also in her fourth season. Currently 3 goals on the season for Cat Rapp. So out of Evergreen, Colorado, like the other two sisters, she became the first player to score 4 goals in Aurora FC history last season against RKC. Scored 4 goals in 1 match. Pretty impressive feat there by number 20 in blue.
So Rapp gave it off to Tavana. Now it's switched near side to Harari on Van Rokel. Inside the 18. She has an opportunity, cuts it back inside, now puts it on frame. That's off the post, and it is in. That is a goal. So you saw the far side line judge on it immediately. His flag popped up. I wasn't sure, but that's why you have the far side line judge down there, and it is 3-0 Minnesota. And very quickly, partner, I was just thinking this a couple minutes ago. Minnesota's the one that's playing with 10 players, and I don't really think you would be able to tell that.
I definitely can't. I'm going to flip this saying around just a little bit. The ref taketh and the ref giveth. I mean, he took a player off the field. He gives a goal that, you know, sometimes you wouldn't count that. I mean, that thing smacked off the crossbar, hit directly down. Unless you got intense replay systems, you can't be 100% sure that that went in. Pretty sure it did. But that being said, it's now a 3-0 game for Aurora, as they have just 15 minutes left to be played. There's that middle 15 once again. We're a little bit farther away from it than, you know, about 15 minutes. But still, unfortunate for the Dutch Lions, is you could question if that one went in. We'll see if that plays a factor into the end of this game, but you really got to push now if you're Chicago.
You know, the question on that is going to be, did it completely cross the line? Obviously, we're up top here, so we don't really have the angle on that. The official was right there down on the goal line for it, as this is Rapp to take it back for Minnesota. Rapp, we were talking about her a little bit ago. She played her college ball at Minnesota.
Which one?
Catherine Rapp, the new substitute. So a throw-in will come for Lori. Lori will throw that one in. That's to Tavana. Tavana gives it off to Rapp, who directed it back towards Bjorkman Tracy. Harari takes this one in towards the edge of 18, extended. Now we'll give that one down to Tavana. Tavana looks for a cross. She was offside.
So we'll go back to that third goal that was scored. That one coming off of the foot of Kuni Harai, just 17 years old. She's committed to Utah State for next season. She'll start her freshman year, but man, 17 years of age. That's quite impressive.
You mentioned the commit to Utah State, one of 3 Utah State players on this Minnesota Aurora squad. And the one thing that I will say, it was very fascinating to see all places all over the country where players from this team were coming. A lot of talent from all over the place. You had players playing their college soccer down south. You have some up north here, this region, Big 10. You have some Big 12, Mountain West, all that.
It's kind of all over the place. I mean, I'm looking at my board right now. I see Portland represented. I see Minnesota quite a bit. Utah's on there, Florida, Washington. So you kind of reach every single corner of the country. And that's one of the unique things about this Minnesota Aurora team. They're almost treated as if they're a professional side. You know, normally you see on those professional sides a lot of D1 players, and they have quite a few. Most of them represented from University of Minnesota, the Golden Gophers. But it's quite impressive to see just the sheer amount of D1 athletes represented on this Minnesota Aurora side, and quite a few of them aren't even playing in the Minnesota area, nor are they from Minnesota. So a lot of recruiting being done here by Jennifer Larrick and her staff.
So that is switched to Conti. Conti carries this one forward. We'll give it off to Lori. Lori, another one of those Minnesota Golden Gophers, as this is directed towards Remy Rapp. Now back towards the center to Leonard. Leonard loses that ball around Harari. That was a potential opportunity for Chicago. It went by the wayside. And now this is forward towards Rapp. Rapp has her sister over on her right side. Also Williams, played that to Williams. Now that's sent down towards Catherine Rapp. She'll keep it in by that near touchline. Just kept it in, but it's taken right back by Reesness, who will send that forward all the way back to Camber Hayes.
So I mentioned Larrick just a few minutes ago, head coach of this Aurora side. She inherits this squad after being the assistant coach in 2022 and 23. Took a little bit of a break from the side in 2024, but she returns to the team she got her USLW career started with. She inherits this really good team. I mean, this Aurora side is a really well put together team. We've seen it a lot here today. Just the lack of turnovers and the amount of pressure that they've been putting on the Lions is quite impressive to see. And that shows in their record over their 4 years.
So that one is headed by Bjorkman Tracy. And that will work towards 18-yard box extended as Erdman will repossess it. It's 3-0 Minnesota as Erdman carries this one forward. She's got a pair surrounding her. She is pushed down, and that will be a whistle, and that is a yellow card that will come, I believe it's to Catherine Rapp. And we're gonna get official here right now. My partner referenced this. That's gonna be stopping a promising attack right there, and I'm gonna guess that the two things right there that the official saw with that one was general direction of play towards the opponent's goal, and also the likelihood of keeping possession of the ball. She was certainly going to hold on to possession of that one, and she was certainly going towards direction of goal. So stopping a promising attack right there.
He's pulling out the cheat sheet, everyone. That's good use of his prepping right there.
It's not the cheat sheet, it's the rule book. It's the loss of the game.
I guess yeah, it would not be cheating if you're following that sheet. So that's some good preparation for my partner. We have a player down on the Lions side.